Hi everybody, welcome to another YDF Live show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of YourDigitalFormula.com, a program to help you become the influencer that you are. Okay, this is Friday's Q&A day today. So if you've got any questions about your online business, about Facebook, about kind of blogging, email, anything at all about online business, or about myself and Maria Flynn, who I'm going to introduce in a second. Excellent. This is Maria Flynn. Maria Flynn, as you know, is the owner and creator of OneWiseLive.com as a blog to help coaches, not to help coaches, to help people around the world, but amazing coaches in there writing for OneWiseLive.com. And she's built up an amazing tribe of coaches over there. So you need to go and check that out as well. She's also got a page at OneWiseLive. If you type in OneWiseLive into the Facebook search, you will find it there. She's got over 240,000 followers over there. She's also the co-creator of Mojo Mastery with the amazing Lauren Jono, who's the worldwide kind of top coach for the coaches in Brendan Bouchard's program as well. So welcome to the show, Maria.
Thank you so much. Can I introduce you?
Go for it. Go for
it. For those that are new to the show, this side or this side? I never know which way to point. This is Stephen Aitchison, creator of YourDigitalFormula.com. This is where all the brave hearts reside. This is a brilliant program that's helping those that want to give back to the world, that want to share their information, share their wisdom, share their coaching, build their tribes. This is where everybody's going to build their online presence. And I'm every day grateful for having joined that program, Stephen, because if it weren't for you and the things that you were teaching, One Wise Life wouldn't be One Wise Life. So thank you for that. Stephen has over 3.5 million followers. If you want to know what it is to be a Facebook and online guru, that's the guy to talk to, is Stephen Aitchison. Thank you for including me in the Q&A.
My pleasure. I think people come to you for the Q&A, so you have to be here now.
It's fun. I love it. You know, it's fun in the morning to connect, to do this. You know, because you and I both do lives every day. And as fun as and as engaging it is, I don't know, the interviews are a little bit different when you have somebody else online with you. It's a different vibe, and it's more exchange, I think.
Yeah, I think it's more fun as well when you're just doing it yourself. I know you can kind of interact with the people that you're kind of talking to online, but it's more fun when you've got a kind of co-host there as well. So I find it fun anyway. I don't know if you probably think it's dreadful or something, but
no, I love it. I mean, I try to do the interviews on Friday because, again, you know, one of the things that we're always teaching, and that you're teaching specifically at YDF, is, you know, we're not only growing a tribe, but we're also providing valuable content, and to pay attention to what it is that our tribes are looking for. Yeah. And the interviews are really awesome. And I try to bring that once a week over there. I try to. I mean, today we're not doing that, but whenever I can find a really great coach or somebody who's got some great information that I know my tribe will listen to, or that would enjoy, that lines in with the things that they're interested in, it's what it's there for. It's a lot more exchange, a lot more information. It's not all just coming from me. That's the other thing you teach. It doesn't all have to come from you. There's other people that have really great information.
And your interviews are kind of brilliant. As we do, I do the interviews as well. Mm-hmm. I've not got once a week. I need to kind of work on that. But your interviews are brilliant. I've seen your one last week as well. And it's just really brilliant information. They've got in different types of guests as well, which I love as well. But you still get that audience interaction as well. So I love that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So today is Q&A. So we're here to answer any questions that you have about Facebook, about the platform that you're using, your website, your blog, your email list, anything that has to do with your online business and your marketing. By all means, just put a big Q and put your question there. You've got us for the next 30 minutes to answer your questions. So
only 30 minutes, people.
30 minutes.
Well, just say a quick hello to a few people. We've got Rob Waddle in the house. Welcome, Rob. It's good to have you here. Rob doesn't often kind of visit us, but when he does, it's brilliant to have him here. We've got Jen Atkinson, Kimberly ID Mann is in the house as well, Anne Smith, Angela Cadio, Dennis Aitchison. Oh, Dennis Aitchison. Mustafa Khan is in, Nora Lowe, Chip McKenna, as I said, Karen Burns, and we've got a whole load of other people in the house as well. So, as Maria said, if you've got a question about online business, about Facebook, about email marketing, blog marketing, social media in general, just ask away and we can give you hopefully the answers to your questions.
Yeah. And while we're waiting for those questions, can we talk about yesterday's bot and how awesome that was that you used on YDF?
I thought that was brilliant. I'm still really excited about that. Can we talk about what might be coming up? What is coming up?
Please do, because I'm super stoked about it.
Okay, so we did the bot yesterday. I kind of demonstrated the bot yesterday. Maria, you demonstrated it on your kind of YDFLive as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was awesome.
To Freedom Group to test it out. And it's freaking amazing. That's all I can say. It's really, really amazing. And we've only done kind of a wee part of it. There's so much more to the kind of Messenger bot that is Messenger. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring out a program, and we're going to release it in a couple of weeks' time. And you, as a YDF kind of tribe member and a YDF kind of guest on the show, or a YDF kind of viewer, you're going to get first access to it, and you're going to get a special offer price starting from Monday. And it's only going to be available for 1 week, the special offer price, before we actually release the program itself. So I'm really, really excited about that. We've started the modules already. We started recording. We started doing that. We started building out the website. Really busy with that. So cannot wait for that. And that's going to be coming up on Monday. You're going to get the special offer price. The program won't come out until about a week after it, but you're going to get the special early bird price coming out on Monday. So we'll give more information on that as well.
Yeah, I'm so excited about, once we got past that rather deep learning curve, and again, for those who've not ever purchased YDF or any one of the YDF programs, I've said this before, Stephen is an amazing teacher. He can take this technical stuff and he can just bring it down and put it in layman's terms so that people like me can understand it. And you do. I mean, this is why you're so good at the programs. And I'm excited that we're putting this together, because once I got past that learning curve and I know I was messaging you and asking questions and what we could do. Man, the testing was fun.
It was brilliant.
The results were even better.
Well, okay, I've not got the results to hand. I wish I'd kind of brought them up. Actually, obviously I can't show on camera. But it's something like, I think yesterday, just given yesterday's test alone, I think it was something like 200 people had kind of put in the message or in the comments field to look at it. And I think something like about 65% of the people actually clicked through. Now, there's no way you can get that in an email system on an autoresponder. If you send out 200 emails, first of all, you have to get them to open the email in the first place. And normally the email open rate is about 20%. So that would be 40 people. And then for people to click through that, it's about, of the 40 people, it's probably about 10 to 20% of that. So you'd only get about 6 or 8 people kind of clicking on that. But we had 39 people clicking on the link once they'd actually opened it. And that's not up-to-date figures.
Yeah, no, it's not up-to-date figures. Yeah. And I actually took the step further and boosted that live where I tested it. Yeah. I'm starting to see the results of that. So it's all been really, really fascinating. I mean, you and I both were saying that our heads were exploding with the potential, the possibility, and what this does. And just on the smaller scale, as you grow your tribe, and everybody will experience this, your inbox as a page owner explodes. Yeah. And, being able to address everybody is difficult. And you start to have this time management thing, because you want to address your tribe. You care about the questions you're getting asked. And I cringe when I miss one. I cringe when I don't see it. I cringe when it just falls down in the queue and I miss it. But, being able to set up a system to address the common questions pretty easily. I mean, it just felt so streamlined. I felt like this big window of time opened up for me after I had set it up so that everybody was getting addressed the same time with, the answers to common questions that I was getting. So I'm thrilled. I'm just thrilled.
It's going to be brilliant. I think it's going to be really, really good. I'm just going to kind of comment up here just now. To show you what it's going to be called. YDF Messenger Masterclass is coming soon. But I was telling Maria about this as well. I was speaking to one of the biggest page owners kind of out there on Facebook just now from simplereminders.com, Bryant McGill.
Oh, yeah.
So I was speaking to him and his wife, Jenny, yesterday via Skype because we're thinking about something doing something together. And he, when I spoke about this, I said, because he said, what are you up to just now? And I said, well, myself and Maria were kind of working on this for the YDF program. It's called Messenger Masterclass. He goes, oh my God. He said, nobody's really talking about it. And I thought, brilliant. I said, have you used it? He said, we're getting about 10,000 subscribers on the ManyChat per day. And he says, we've not even used it. We've just kind of opened it up. We don't know how to use it. So he's really interested in the program itself once we finish it. So he's going to be in there checking out. So see what he and Jenny can do as well. But 10,000 subscribers per day on that. And that's just kind of blown up. Obviously, he's got a huge page as well, but he's really interested as well. He's really excited about it. And when I said, I honestly think this could overtake email. And I honestly believe that. But the thing is, you're going to be the first in line to see that. You're going to be one of the early adopters for this. I know there's some big marketers using it just now, but you as a viewer just now, you're going to be one of the early adopters for this. Because once everybody gets into it, then it's going to kind of slightly go downhill a wee bit. However, if you're an early adopter and you know exactly how to use it, then it's going to be brilliant for you. So that's what I'm really excited about the most, Maria.
And this is, kudos to you. And I've said this, I say this about you when I talk about you, when I'm coaching other people for YDF, is that one of the best things that I've found in the YDF program is how you keep us ahead of the curve. For those of you who don't know Stephen personally, he loves numbers. He loves technology. He loves getting in there and getting in the mix. Where for me, it's a cloud. I'm like, not interested. But I know it's important. If I'm going to show up online, I know it's important. But you just love it. And this is why he's such a good teacher, because he can take all of that and he just brings you the nuts and bolts. He's like, here's what you have to do step by step, And if it wasn't for you, there's no way that I would have accomplished what I did. And so where was I going with this? Oh, the statistics with Facebook that, with 2 billion people logging into Facebook daily, I can't even fathom the kind of results that you can get from a bot and your inbox and connection with the right people, because you're growing the tribe. Again, this is beautifully complements what YDF is doing. I'm okay. So I'm just excited, and we have questions. And are you ready?
Yes, but we need to get to the questions. Yes,
we need to get to the questions. I don't want to steal time from them, because this is their Q&A for the audience. So again, if you've got questions, put them on there. We'll add on maybe another 5 minutes because we went on and on about the bots. How about that? Fair?
Perfect.
Fair. All right. Rod Waddle is asking, hello, Mr. Rod Waddle, a brave heart. He says, is there any easy way to see which pages have shared posts? We have some posts with massive shares, and I can see individual shares, but not pages. Given up scrolling through the 5,000 individuals.
Rob, there's not an easy way, unfortunately. And I know what you mean. You have to click on that share button to see who shared it, and then try and go through it. And it's not an easy process at all to see. So in answer to your question, no, not really. Usually you kind of know who shared, because you've obviously got a share agreement or something like that, or somebody writes to you and said, I shared your post and it's done really well on my page. But other than that, there's not really a good way to find out who's actually shared your page, or how, when a big share's happened, it's difficult to find out. So unless you know of a way, Maria, I don't think there is a way, but unless you know about kind of workaround.
No, I don't have a workaround for that one, unfortunately. And I agree with you. Sometimes it doesn't show me who has. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was so close to the camera. I'm sitting back. It doesn't. Yeah, it was just refreshing here, and I didn't realize how close I was. But that's not the first time I've heard that question. So I might do a little bit of homework. Although at this point, my own personal research has not come up with an answer. But there have been changes in Facebook, so I haven't gone back to check it since the changes have come up. So it might be worth diving back in for the brave hearts to see if there's a way.
Yeah, because I've researched as well in the past and kind of recently over the last couple of months as well, but there's nothing just yet. But it might be, like you say, because there's so many changes coming out on Facebook all the time, there might be an easy way to do it. So we will research that, Rob, and get back to you and let you know in the kind of Facebook group as well. In the YDF chat.
Fareed Shafiq, I hope I pronounced that properly, is asking, I had a search bar on Facebook for my post, but
It's disappeared.
Has disappeared. I was wondering if you'd know how to get it back.
Yeah, the search bar on Facebook used to be on the front page, but it's now not on the front page. What you have to do, it should be on your own page, on your business page. It should be on the front page. But if you're going to somebody else's page, you have to click on posts on the left-hand side, and the search bar will come up there. So if you're going to somebody else's page, click on posts specifically, not the front page, posts, and then you'll see the search bar. On your own page, you should have the search bar on there. If not, I think everybody does that on their own page. But if not, click on posts and you'll see the search bar there. So I hope that helps, Farid.
Yep. Angela Cadu, I hope I pronounced that properly, is asking, how much money will it take to give this a go? I'm very interested in online business. I'm a full-time social service worker, program full-time mom, a change maker. I am currently writing a book. I have a lot to share and inspire others with my wins. I have a lot to learn.
Angela, you sound like the perfect kind of member for your digital formula program. And I'm not just saying that to try and sell you your digital formula program, but you are the type of person we have in the actual program itself. Now, the program we're kind of revamping. We've revamped it already. Now we're going to revamp the marketing for it and market specifically to coaches and people like yourself as well. But we're going to bring down the price of it because you're not going to get everything like you used to. There used to be loads of stuff. You got everything all at once. But now we're bringing it down to the kind of basics. Well, not the basics, the core element of your digital formula. And we're going to release that at $497 when it comes out. Normally it's $997 because you got all these extras with it before. But we're going to release a core program and that's going to be coming out soon. But you sound like an ideal candidate for your digital formula. But not only do you get the program and the lessons in the program as well, Angela, you get to mingle with the tribe, the YDF tribe. And that is one of the best features of the program as well, because you get all these amazing people in the secret Facebook group that we've got over the YDF tribe. And everybody, and I mean everybody, supports each other in there as well. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Definitely help you.
You know, my biggest takeaway from that, from the YDF group, Angela, if it's helpful to you, when I first joined, there were people who were ahead of me on this online world, and they were so giving and so helpful. And instead of me, you know, beating my head up against the wall, they were able to say, hey, you can avoid this problem if you just do this. I mean, they were always answering and helping everybody who was in there as a newbie, like myself over a year ago, bringing them up the ranks. And then I just feel honored to be of service to give those as well who are just starting. And it just keeps going and going and going, because we've all been there. We've all started. Yep. It is overwhelming in the beginning, but that's the beauty of this group, is that you're always going to have that support and somebody who's been there before and will help you. And
no question is a silly question, because people hold back in life. People hold back and just say, oh, I'm not going to ask that question because it sounds a wee bit silly and it might look a bit silly. In there, no question is a silly question. Even the tiniest of things will be answered without kind of judgment. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that would help you, Angela. So, Angela, what to do is get in touch. If you're really interested in this and you're really serious about it and you really want to grow your social media presence, then get in touch with myself or Maria and we can hook you up with that before it's actually released to the public. As I say, we're working on the marketing just now for it. So we can definitely hook you up with that if you're really serious about this.
Yeah. Exciting. You know, we cater to the coaches, I think, and the people who are in the service industry in this way, that you're helping people, you're giving back. I mean, when we gather the group if the Brave Hearts together in this way, I mean, everybody's there from that same energy of giving. And I think that's what makes the group so special. Yeah,
I think so. I think because it is, everybody really is wanting to help each other. It's not a case of each other's a competitor, because there's enough people in the space and there's enough people to reach in the world for it not to be competitive. It's just about helping each other, and that's the beauty of it as well.
Yeah. Angela says, I will contact you for sure. Absolutely, Angela. Feel free to send us a private message on Facebook. I'll keep an eye out for you, as will Stephen, and one of us will get back to you as soon as possible. And I'm glad that you're choosing to show up, because, I mean, I say this all the time. I think that social media, Facebook specifically, is this amazing platform where we can reach people in such a unique way and reach many people at the same time. And you just never know whose hearts, minds, and soul you're going to touch with just the right message that day. All of us have experienced that popping onto Facebook. You see that post, that blog, that video that just hit the mark for you that day. And the more of us that are giving back this way, there's just more of us that are going to be hitting more hearts, minds, and souls that just need that connection that day. So thank you. This is not work for the lighthearted, and I'm grateful for people that are choosing to show up.
Yeah.
Natalie Musafia is here. She says, "I always ask the silly questions."
No, you're not.
Natalie says, we're all different. Natalie Musafia is the page owner of Namu, and she's also a YDF Braveheart. So thank you for being here, Natalie. She says she has not seen us in Scotland. She was happy.
No, I've not been on Natalie's live. Usually I catch, because I'm up early in the morning, so I catch Natalie's live because she gets up at 6:30 in the morning, rolls out of bed in her jammies, and just does a live. She just goes on live, and I normally catch them, but because it's been really kind of mad, hectic, busy. Since Scotland as well, I've not been able to catch them and kind of sit down and watch them. So I'm kind of missing your live shows, Natalie, but I will catch them again, I promise. And yeah, I've not, as Scotland is still kind of buzzing in my mind, just everybody meeting up as well. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I seen Travis and Pete kind of talking about it the other day as well. Sharon was actually watching the show. And I said, who are you watching? She goes, it's Travis and Pete. I goes, all right. So I watched it kind of a couple of minutes there as well. And they were talking about kind of coming over to Scotland and the nightmare flight and all of that as well.
Yeah.
So no, I caught up with everybody that kind of went to Scotland as well. But it was brilliant. I love Scotland. Or YDF Scotland. I love that.
The energy that the YDF tribe members bring together is just always, it's an injection for the soul. It's an injection of positive energy for your soul, and it just recharges you to go back and keep going and keep growing your business. Yeah. It's wonderful. Let's see, Tracy Andrews Wallman is here. Hello, Tracy Andrews Wallman. She says, I might be wrong, but if you link your regular profile to your page, you may be able to see the share notifications.
Ah.
I think she might be responding to...
No, yeah, because I think Jen Atkinson was asking a question there. I think we missed that one.
Oh, I don't see it.
All right, you don't see it. So Jen Atkinson is asking, is there a quick, easy way to see notifications for the comments, etc., that happen in a group? When I go into my group, there is no place to see a drop-down menu of all the group notifications. So I find myself having to go through all the posts to see what members have done in the group.
There is a way for you to see what's going on in your group. There is a way. Do you know this, Stephen, by heart? I'm going to do it step by step so that I can tell her.
It's probably better step by step because it is.
You can. All right. So if you were to go to a group, if you were to click on your group, on the bottom of your banner, you have, and I'm looking at my screen because I'm doing it with you because I don't have it memorized. So if you go to your group and you see the banner, you have joined, notifications, share, and then the three little dots. Click on the three little dots. And then in that, you're going to have a drop-down menu, and it's going to say Manage Group. Click on Manage Group. And when you see that, the next thing is going to see Admin Activity. And you can see all the activity that's happened there in your group. You can see Pending Post. You can see Member Request. You can see Request Notifications. That's one way to see everything that's going on in your group. And also, yeah, just as Tracy said, you're going to get those notifications as well. Yep. And when you have new things that are happening in your group, and I'm assuming this is true all the way across, when I click on the notification, and it's like, for instance, Funk to Freedom is a growing and big group, and it's hard to track where each new thing has happened. But if you click on the notifications, when you go to your group, it naturally kind of pops up, and it gives like a little blue bar where the newest post is. Did that make sense? I hope that made sense.
Well, hopefully it made sense to everybody else.
I think so, but I'm hoping that was helpful. And Jen, you are a YDF Braveheart, so if none of that made sense, by all means, you can post again in our private group, or you and I can chat, and I'll make sure that you're all sorted.
Brilliant. Rob Waddle was just saying, yes, so thanks. He was talking about the kind of previous question he had as well. Laurie Emmett, it doesn't show you if it has been scheduled. only if it's been shared directly. So I take that as a reply in response to something else.
I need to refresh. Why am I not seeing these questions?
Are you on Facebook or are you watching
I'm on Facebook? I don't see the questions actually on YDFLive anymore. It doesn't pop up for me like it used to.
Oh, it does not?
No, not as a guest. You probably see them as the host.
Ah.
So I have to go on the Facebook page, but I'm going to refresh here in just a second so I can see everybody.
It's actually showing something different on the Facebook page than it is in YDFLive.
Really? Oops. All right. Let's hope this is better. Jen Atkinson says, aha, thank you, Maria. Makes perfect sense. And yay for Bravehearts. Oh, good.
Excellent. I see that as well. Oh, that's somebody to do. Alana Hunt's just joined us. Welcome to the show, Alana. I do appreciate you being here.
Hello, Miss Alana. How are you?
As well with us, as well as Natalie. And Joan Francis is in here as well, who's in Edinburgh as well, another YDF tribe member. And Kimberly, D-Man.
Wonderful, wonderful.
See if there's any more questions.
There's a lot of love for Sharon. Do you see all those marks for Sharon? I love Sharon. I love
just
Sharon.
That just now. See, Sharon is brilliant. She is my better 90%. She's just amazing, and I'm so glad you all got to meet Sharon as well. That was kind of important to me to meet Sharon. So it's good that there's a lot of love for Sharon in the house as well. Really, really nice. Thank you. And I'll pass that on as well, Natalie and Kimberly. Definitely. I'll pass that on.
All right. Let's see who else is here. If you have any questions, by all means, put a big Q in front of your question in the comment section, and Stephen and I will address it as best that we can. Tracy says, "I hear doggies." Just one. That's Stephen's dog, Gara, that you hear barking.
I've got a question there from Laurie Emmett. I've been working on a program which isn't directly connected to the content I put out on my current pages. My feeling is that I should be delivering free content in this specific niche and building a tribe to give credibility before I release it, but I'm really keen to get cracking with the program. Given how long it can take to build up a new page these days, what do you think is the best course of action? I've got my thoughts on that, and I'm sure Maria will have your thoughts as well. My thoughts are, within your current tribe, just now, Laurie, you're going to find people that's interested in your new niche as well, or the other niche that you're thinking about going into. So there's no harm at all in offering, even if it's how to wash your dog and you're doing kind of personal development. There's, within 100,000 people that come to your page, there's going to be a certain percentage that want to know how to wash their dog properly. I know that's a terrible example. I don't know why I came up with that. It's because the dog was barking. That's why I came up with that. So there's going to be people within your current niche that are interested in your new niche that you're doing, and you can start building up your page that way as well, your brand new page. So I would offer it to, if it's a brand new program, I would offer it to your current niche that you're in just now, over on your kind of Life Rhino page, and see who's interested. It's not going to do any harm. It's not going to kind of do anything to your credibility as a personal development kind of page. So I would definitely offer that, Laurie. What are your thoughts on that, Marie?
I just want to remind Laurie, because Laurie is also a YDF Braveheart, and one of the benefits of being a YDF Braveheart is that you are connected with the president of Kajabi, and because of that, the Bravehearts have a very special opportunity over there that you gave them. And Laurie, I don't know if you've seen it, but over there in the YDF private tribe, you have access to building a program with Kajabi, which is, how we do our courses. And that's a 60-day trial, which is very special and only offered to the YDFers. So take advantage of that. And I think that a new course, as you're figuring this out, that's a perfect opportunity to also figure out Kajabi with it and put it all together. Yeah. And you can, build the pages and everything on that as well.
Yeah, another thing that's a good idea to do that, and I'll put that in a kind of Facebook group as well for the YDF tribe members. But 60 days, normally it's a 14-day trial, but you're getting 60-day free trial, and that gives you loads of time to kind of test out. And can ask us questions as well, because I'm going to be putting a couple of videos up there to show you exactly how to use it when I get time to do that. But you can still ask in the Facebook group if you've got any questions about Kajabi. Just ask in the YDF tribe group as well.
Yeah. Tracy Andrew Wellman is asking, question, what if I don't have enough time to spend on my page? Work, school, family life, maybe not the right time now. Thoughts? Thank you.
You could start the page, definitely, and you can spend, it only takes, like what I was doing, what I kind of say to people as well, a lot of people say, well, I've just not got the time. I think you can make time for this as well. So if you normally get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, spend an hour a day on it, just to keep it ticking over, keep it running, keeping your thoughts and energy into what you're actually doing. And then maybe spend half an hour in the evening, just when you've got some spare time. Or even if you're waiting in a doctor's queue or a supermarket queue, you go on your phone, check what you've been doing on the page, like the comments, kind of respond to comments and stuff like that. You can utilize the time, that kind of wasted time that you spend in your life, like kind of waiting in kind of traffic jams or something when your car is just stationary, or the supermarket queue, like I said. So it's not specifically about time. You can make time as well if you really want to do this. This is about how much you want to do it and how much your message means to you and to other people as well. You always find a way to get around your time. So it's not about time management, it's about distraction management. So what are other things in your life that are distracting you just now, like TV? How many hours of TV do you watch? Could you give up an hour of TV per day and do this instead? That's going to be much more important as a contribution to the world. So I think we can always kind of find time, even if we've got kids, we've got school going on, we've got work and stuff like that as well, because we've all been there as well. I used to work full time, and I used to do this 20 hours a week, or probably more than that, 25 hours a week, and still have time for my boys, for my wife Sharon, and doing all the other things that we had to do as well. So it's about distraction management. Make sure you're making the most out of your time. I probably answered that too fully, Tracy.
Yeah, no, that was a great response. I'm reminded of the video that you shared maybe about a little more than a month ago, over on your personal development page, the CYT page, about time. And that, it really comes down to what's important to you and what you value. And I think the example she gave is, one of the things on her to-do list in her talk, and I can't think of who it was, but one of the things on her to-do list was, to clean the blinds, in her house. Yeah. And she never got it done. Now, if somebody were to come and say, I'll pay you $1 million to get those blinds done on all the windows of your house, all of a sudden, you make time, right? And you make it happen. And you're cleaning, you'll clean them weekly if it means $1 million a week, right? So it's all about what's pulling you and what's really important to you. So, this is a really important aspect of YDF. And one of the things that Stephen just added in the YDF program was, when you create a strong foundation about what you value and your mission and your vision, that pulls you to do it. You're so entrenched in that you'll make time to do it. And that's been totally true for me for One Wise Life. The journey of One Wise Life, before it became One Wise Life, what pulled me, I could not do it. It was like eating, drinking, breathing, my husband, the kids, all the things I had to do, but I could not carve out time to do what I was doing in the writing and the page developing and the learning how to do all of this. This kind of work for me is for those that really have a pull, have a vision. This is by no means a get rich quick thing at all.
And it definitely does. When you have that vision, when you have that kind of strong urge to do this, it gives you energy to take the action that you need to take in order to fulfill this purpose that you're kind of here for. Yeah. I was going to say something else on that, but I'll not bother. But yeah, it definitely gives you energy and gives you the impetus to keep going and keep at it and keep taking action steps every single day. And it's about showing up every single day as well. Even if it's for an hour a day or half an hour a day, at least you're showing up every single day.
Yeah, for sure. And for you and I, we don't stop at 5 o'clock on Friday.
No, every day is a Saturday. I always say that to Sharon as well. Every day is a Saturday. I get mixed up with my days. Like yesterday, I thought it's just weird because every day is a Saturday.
Yeah. I do the same thing. I love it so much I cannot not do it. I got to check in every day with this. All right. So Fareed Shafiq is asking a question. I'm an admin for a group originally started by someone else. She has left the page for over a year now. However, I have been keeping the group alive by posting regularly. However, I don't have access to the number of views I get for my posts unless people like them. So I was wondering if you could recommend a way to have access to that information. Before we answer that question, you said group and then you said page. Is it that you're an admin to a business page, or are you an admin to a group? Because they're two separate things on Facebook. So if you could clear that up, that would be helpful.
So if you might have been, so it sounds like for the group, that Farid was kind of given access to the group and he's kind of taken over the group, or they've taken over the group, but they've not been given admin rights to the group. So it could be they're an editor or they're a contributor, or it could be something like that. So it might not have made you admin. So you have to write back to the original person that started the group to make you an admin of the group. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's a group. Just said that, Farid said that. So yeah, you have to get them to give you admin rights, and then you can, if they're still willing not to be a part of the group, you can kind of take them off that group altogether by just deleting them as an admin, and you would be the sole admin for that group. So you can do that way, Farid, but you need to write to the person to give you admin rights. So you'd be kind of shared admin there. Yeah,
agreed. Tracy just replied. She said, basically, it doesn't feel like work job. Energy is created because of your drive and purpose. Awesomeness.
Yes.
Bingo.
Yes, exactly.
You just summed it up. So Farid says, I am an admin. There's different roles in being an admin of a group. So the original owner of the group can give different admin roles and rights to the people that manage the group. So if you can't, and also if it's a group, you're not going to see insights either. That doesn't really give you insights yet.
Yeah, I was going to say they're bringing it out.
Yeah.
They're bringing it out, but it's not giving you the insights yet, but they're going to be bringing it out. So you should be able to see everything that an admin sees as well. If you're already an admin, if they've made you an admin already, Farid, so you should be able to see everything that they're seeing as well. Yeah,
and if you if it's helpful to you, you can watch the replay. And I went through step by step how to see the different things that were going on in the group if they're helpful to you. When I answered Jen Atkinson's question about the group and notifications, so that you can get a little bit of detail about what's happening. That's 30 minutes and actually a little bit more.
Is that us?
That's it.
I hope that was helpful for everybody. And just be on the lookout for what's happening on Monday. We're going to be bringing out a special pre-sale offer of YDF Messenger Masterclass. So you're going to get a pre-sale offer of $97 when it comes out, but make no mistake, this is going to be worth 20, 30, 40, 50 times what you're going to pay for it. And I mean that genuinely and sincerely. I think if you use it the right way and you're going to be using it kind of on a regular basis and you really kind of watch it, and there's only going to be about 8 or 10 videos in this program. So it's going to be short, sharp and sweet, but it's going to give you step by step. And Maria's writing kind of programs in there, or writing kind of the PDF for there. So it's of the kind of ManyChat area, and to use a messenger bot. It's going to be amazing for you. And it's only $97. So watch out for the special offer coming out Monday for that as well. That's what we've got happening there. But until then, Maria, thank you very much for coming on the show again. Well, you are the show now on a Friday. It's just Friday with Q&A with Stephen and Maria. So. But
it's
thank
fun.
you anyway.
It's fun. I love it. It's I think we carry over a really fun energy because before we do the live, we're actually coming from our business meeting, and that's always fired up.
How was that this morning? That was so high energy because there's so much going on. It was amazing.
It was good. Brilliant. It's all good. There's so much ahead for the Braveheart. So much ahead for. There's just a lot, and I wish we could talk about it, but we just can't right now. One step at a time. Join Stephen on Monday. He's going to talk about this Messenger Masterclass. It's you know how we talk about how Facebook has 2 billion people logging in every day. It's the platform. It's where most of our audiences are. Well, guess what the next platform is?
The next big thing, and it really is the next big thing. And
it's
I think
Messenger. It really is. And so vital to stay ahead of the curve. I agree with you. I think email will be a thing of the past.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
to learn Messenger and Messenger bots is something we need to do. All right. I'll see you. Excuse me. I'll see you over on CYT in just a few minutes.
Yes, I'll be. Oh shit, I'll be over there. I need to get ready. Yes, I'll be over there. Thank you very much again, Maria. Thank you for everybody watching the show. Really, really appreciate your questions, your comments, and just for turning up. So thank you, and have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing. And namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Bye.